Yes.
So you have to understand that John is on a journey. And what people don't understand is the process.
It's the process, baby.
Because it's a journey. Because what you're gonna look at, you're gonna look at John today. You're gonna be like ha 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 he, and then you're gonna look at
this time next year.
Three, not even this time next year. 3 months later, you're gonna be like, dang, you lost a lot of weight.
It's coming.
Welcome back, family.
What's up, peeps?
To the process. Yep, we back. We gonna talk about some things today, man. John got something, a little segment.
Yeah.
I got a little segment, but I want to start off this segment that I want to talk about. I want to talk about basketball,
Hoop Squad.
but I want to talk about basketball wives just for a second.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I know where this is going.
Yeah.
Before we get started, we gotta tell them.
Like, comment,
Please.
and please subscribe.
Please.
Please subscribe. We love our subscribers. Actually, we're giving a giveaway for our subscribers. So if you subscribe and you hit the notification if you want, you'll know, you'll keep up with us, and we have a gift coming for you. So you gotta stay tuned, but you gotta keep watching.
Gotta keep watching.
Cause we're gonna put it out there, and you gotta be in the Rams to get it.
Gotta get it.
Gotta
Gotta
get
get it.
So
And it ain't clickbait.
it ain't clickbait. It ain't clickbait. No. We don't need that. We're gonna organically do this.
Yes.
We're gonna organically do this.
Yes.
So I'm gonna call her what she needs to be called.
Uh-oh.
Miss Curry.
Miss Curry.
So Miss Curry.
I saw it, bro.
I know, but check this out. I'm finna go in on people that are not Warrior fans. Now I am a Warrior fan, but I'm a fan of the whole game. I don't have one team which I roll with. The only reason I kind of roll with the Warriors because I come from the era of shooting. Like I'm a shooter.
Right.
Like pure
Yeah.
shooter. I'm a hit.
Yeah.
Give me the ball at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Give me the ball. I'm going to go. Give me the ball.
You ain't Jordan. You Calhoun.
Exactly. I grew up watching people like Allen Iverson, and I was the smallest guy on the court, but I'm putting up the biggest numbers. Yeah. That's the way my mentality. Monstrous, right?
Right.
So I'm going to call her what she needs to be called, Miss Curry. I'm going to respect that woman because all she needs is respect. Now, she said what she said. Y'all can go look at the clip. She said what she said.
Right.
But this is where I'm going with it.
Okay.
I respect her in the sense that she said what she said because that's how she felt. She's a little bit emotional. You gotta understand.
Right.
The woman just had a baby not too long ago.
Exactly.
Baby's still very young, so she's going through those emotional things that women go through because their body has changed, right? And then you gotta think for a period of her life. She's not even, I don't think she's 30 yet. She may be 30, but I don't think she's 30 because Curry is 30, 31, something like that. So she's like right under him, right? So she may be 29. She is 30. I think she is 30.
Yeah.
So she just not hit 30. So you gotta understand, in between 24, 25 into 30, she's been having children. So her weight been going up and down, right? Listen, man, the woman is beautiful. Curry, you got a beautiful woman. You got not a woman, you got a beautiful wife.
Right.
A beautiful wife.
Beautiful.
She has no reason to feel insecure at all.
Right.
At all, right?
Right.
But this is where I'm going with this.
Okay.
So they just beat the Rockets in a 7-game series.
Right.
2 games, Curry went off. He wasn't doing good at the beginning of either one of these games. First game when Durant went out, he didn't actually erupt until mid-third quarter.
Okay.
And won the game for them, as well as in the final game where they won, they eliminated the Rockets.
He lost his mind.
When I say he lost his mind playing ball, he didn't score nothing in the first half. He scored 33 points in the second half, and they won the game. He went off. So I'm gonna say this. This is all I want to really say about this, but we could discuss this a little bit. But thank you everybody who said something about his wife negatively, because he went off.
He went off.
He had it. I know he was holding it because he's human.
Yeah, that's his wife.
That's his wife. He loved his wife. He even put out that he loved his wife. Everybody know he loved his wife.
Right.
And he had a little anger in her because I know he thinking about what's going on.
Exactly.
This is something that they family not used to, being in the tabloids like this. He used to taking all the ridicule because he's an athlete.
Exactly.
Win or lose, they gonna say what they say. But you disrespected this man's wife.
Yeah.
Men were trying to say negative things about her. Men was trying to show her some attention, like she said. You know what I'm saying? I wish I got a little. Not that type of attention. She's saying she's looking for maybe actually look like or a compliment.
She's going, like you said, man. She's going through that postpartum thing.
Yeah.
Because she's hormonal right now.
Exactly.
She's hormonal.
Every woman goes through who had children. Every woman goes through that period mentally.
Yeah.
So this is the thing, though.
And she not finished.
Exactly. She's not finished. Exactly. Check this out. I want to thank everybody.
Pissing them off.
Everybody for making Curry mad. Making Curry fan mad because he went off.
He went off. OWL. Off.
Man.
I didn't see the game, but I heard
He went
Schmoove off.
33 points
In a half?
in the second. He didn't even score in the first half.
He did that on purpose.
I don't know. I think he was like, it was mentally in there. Then he just kind of,
Check it out.
he's like, you know what?
Pump this.
Yeah. He was locked in already, but he just couldn't get. He got a couple
Right.
quick fouls, and he couldn't really get going. But he got this anger, this monster in him, and he let the beast come out.
He let it come on out of there.
33 points. He went from no points to having the most points on his team
That's crazy.
in only 2 quarters.
So I mean, he was just throwing it up there, and it was hitting. Nothing but net.
I'm like, he is Steph Curry. He is the greatest shooter to ever step on the face of the earth at this current time.
Statistically. Yeah, statistically. Period.
He's the most pure shooter that the NBA has ever seen ever.
Bro, I didn't know he surpassed Larry Bird. He been done that.
Been.
Now they know that, bro.
He passed, because a lot of people passed Larry Bird.
Yeah.
You talking about Ray Allen passed Larry Bird. You got what's the boy name? He used to play for Dallas. He was a shooting guard for Dallas. I can't think of his name. Who?
Not Jet. No. Dirk.
Dirk wouldn't play. He wasn't a shooting guard.
He said shooting guard. He said shooting guard.
Terry.
Jet. Yeah.
Jason Terry. Jason Terry.
Yeah.
He had Jason Terry, and he did it in less games.
Yeah.
He did it dang near in
Half the time or something.
almost half the time.
Yeah. The boy cold, man. I'm sorry. The man is cold. The man is cold.
They used to call him the babyface assassin until he grew his beard out.
Babyface assassin.
Because he looked like a little kid for the first, at least almost the first 5 to 6 years in the league.
Call him Chucky. Just kill you.
Yeah, how long is it? I might be off by my time. Excuse me, because how long he been in the league? It ain't been that long.
Right.
But anyway, at least the first 4 to 5 years, he didn't have no hair on his face.
But still, he
Babyface assassin.
kill him.
Now he got a beard. He still look like a babyface boy.
Still kill him.
But he's still a young guy.
Man.
Younger than us.
Yeah.
Murdering the game. Got a beautiful family.
Yeah.
So Miss Curry, remember, you beautiful, inside and out, cause she pure, man.
Yeah.
You can tell her in her energy that she has a pure spirit.
Yeah, you can tell that. And at that point, I believe she was being hormonal. She really was.
Right.
Like I said, she just had a baby, and
Not too long ago. It's been a minute.
And during that point in time too, man, a woman really needs her husband at that particular point. So she would probably feel some kind of way, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I believe he was there. It's just the fact that they both busy. She got her own syndicated cooking show.
Exactly.
Exactly. They got 3 kids.
Right.
You got NBA superstar as a husband.
Exactly.
It is what it is. You got to balance the time how you got to balance the time.
And it was one thing Jada said that I saw on there, and it I've never heard it before. When she was talking about, she would just like, for other men to look at. And when Jada said it really blew my mind. I never thought about it. She said, your radar is off. And I was like, wow.
What does she mean by that?
The radar, basically, when the men see her, first of all, they know who she is. And basically, there are no vibes coming from her saying that
she's welcoming it.
There it is.
Got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That tripped me out, man.
Yeah.
I'd never
that's a different
heard
type of energy.
Yeah, it is.
I guess we all do have that energy in some way, shape, or form, or fashion, being male or female. But yeah, that could be true.
And other part is,
but she probably purposely in her mind turned it off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She just don't know it.
That's why Jada said your radar was off. And then too,
you gotta listen to the whole. I didn't listen to that part. I kind of turned it off after I listened to what I need to listen to, and I turned it off. But sometimes you gotta listen to the whole interview, and I'm one that listens to a lot of interviews, but that one I didn't, because it kind of made me mad the way people just going in.
Responding at it, yeah. And then too, like I say, I would say to Miss Curry, you gotta understand too, men are obviously respecting her husband that much that they're not, even throwing those vibes out there. So that's actually a good thing.
It's an amazing thing.
That's respect level.
Right. It could be negative.
It could be. It
could be a lot of people in her DM trying to undercut Curry.
Exactly.
And that are actually celebrity on celebrity status to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But they don't, out of respect of that.
Exactly. So that's a good thing.
And because of their household, man.
Yeah.
They're a spiritually strong family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From the grandparents to the parents, man. So they good.
They're good, man.
But
your boy went off.
He went off. So thank you all who did all of that, because it was males and females.
Hey,
man, everybody reposted. I had to say something on my platform, on my Facebook said about it. Like, I thought we was minding our own business.
It got that deep?
Man, it got deep. Wow. It was flowing everywhere, even to where newscasters and other platforms, people who got platforms like ours, was saying stuff about it.
Oh my.
Yeah, it got deep. But man, guess what Curry did? He said I handle this. Thank you for that fire.
I got you, Mom. Don't worry about it.
I got you, baby.
Yeah.
That's what he said. I got you, baby. Don't worry about it. We're gonna go get this money.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this ring.
Yeah.
Cause guess what? It's gonna make everything go away.
Right. Yeah.
So he's being the man of his house.
Literally.
So anyway, we're gonna move forward into what you want to talk about. Now, John wants to talk a little bit more about health.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Remember what we talked about last time? John is a health guru on it. Let me rewind. He's a progressing guru.
There you go.
He's a progressing guru when it comes to health. Like we talked before, you might look at him and say, "What can he talk about health?" Because he's a big guy. You should have seen him before.
Yes.
And it's coming down.
Yes.
And
between knee.
If you go follow him on his social media platforms, you'll see he's running, he's working out, he's doing all this stuff, and he's living a clean life by being a vegan.
Yes.
So you have to understand that John is on a journey, and what people don't understand is the process.
It's the process, baby.
Because it's a journey. Because what you're gonna look at John today. You're gonna be like ha 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 he, and then you're gonna look at
this time next year.
Three, not even this time next year. 3 months later, you're gonna be like, dang, he lost a lot of weight.
It's coming.
And then you're gonna be like, what did he do? He did exactly what you should be doing.
Yes.
Or what you could be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So take heed to what he has, his words, because he's going to school for this.
Yes.
So he has some type of educational value into this, as well as personal value, because why? He applies these things to his life. Yes. It's different to learn something and don't apply it to your life, but to learn it and apply it to your life is amazing.
It's amazing.
So don't lack on learning. Get understanding. If you get anything, get understanding, and that's what he's doing. He's getting understanding, and then he's willing to use that gift of understanding and knowing the depths of that and push it out to the world to say, I want to share this with the world.
Yes, sir.
And he has a passion for it. I talk to this man on the phone on a regular basis, and he's on the phone like, I gotta talk about this. They gotta know about this.
Got to.
Am I lying?
No.
He be like, Joe, we gotta talk about this. It's just heavy on my heart.
Yes.
They gotta know about this, Joe. So I said, John, that's what we got the platform for.
That's what we do.
That's what we do, man. We educate people, man, on different things, and we talk about different situations.
Yes.
So, with me, with my Harrison State University shirt on, shouts to my alma mater, bow. And him with his with the Cowboys,
baby,
man. You know, Dallas
coming back.
Dallas on.
We coming back.
And that's what they say, and we, you know.
Oh, we coming back, bro.
Okay, I believe you, brother. So let's get it on John. So,
man, you know what? Again, y'all. For those of y'all who don't know, I used to be 320 pounds. I'm about 250. I lost a few pounds this past week. I'm down to like 258, 257. So it's my head in the right direction. But where I'm going with this is I was 320 pounds. I had a heart issue called mitral valve prolapse, and I had erectile dysfunction. That's what I want to talk about briefly again today. I talked about it a little bit on the previous episode.
Go check that out. We have a previous episode
right.
about erectile disorders, dysfunction. Excuse me. So go check that out if you have not. Matter of fact, go check it out after you hear this one, so you can bring it all together.
Right.
Bang.
Right. And please comment. And like I said, I'm not a doctor as of yet. So all I can do is share my experiences, which is what I'm about to do today. But here's the thing. Now I'm gearing, and I'm just being honest, 100% right now. I'm gearing more toward African American men, but any man can take this, my experience, because I don't want any man to have to experience that which I went through. Because y'all, I'm gonna tell you, it's not
actually
fun.
we talked about it on like a couple of episodes.
Yeah, actually we did, didn't we? Yeah.
But it's a specific episode.
Mm-hmm.
that we talked about. So go check that out after this.
Yes, please check it out. And but here's the thing: this is really near dear to my heart, because if you don't catch the symptoms and the signs of this early, the outcome could be fatal. I mean, I'm just gonna go. There's no other way that I can say it, because one of the symptoms of heart disease or cardiovascular disease is erectile dysfunction. That's one of the first things. It's not the only thing, but that's one of the first.
Okay, before you get deep into it, because some people might not know. Explain to them what erectile disorder is. What dysfunction is.
Okay, erectile dysfunction is, in layman's terms, is when a man cannot get an erection. Period. Because the blood flow to his penis is non-existent, basically.
Non-existent.
Or it's the blood vessels. Here's the thing: the blood vessels in the penis are like 1 millimeter. I mean, it's small, and the ones going to the heart are 2 millimeters in diameter. That's the word I'm looking for, in diameter. So the first thing that usually goes is the erections. Okay, and many things cause it. Stress can cause that. High fat, saturated fat, diet can cause that. Alcohol, too much alcohol can cause that. I did that. Smoking can cause that. Nicotine and marijuana included, because when you light that marijuana, that changes the molecular structure of the weed. But anyway, that's a whole other conversation. Lack of exercise can cause erectile dysfunction. But the main thing I want to talk about today is what you're putting in your body to fuel your body.
Can I ask a question before we
Yeah,
do that?
talk to me.
A lot of people will listen to this, or they'll take it and they'll say, well, I'm young, so I can do whatever I want to. And that's not the case. You want to start putting the right things in your body while you're young.
Exactly.
So that when you get older, you won't have these problems.
Exactly.
Because that's the thing. People try to do things and use the excuse that I'm young and I feel good. And then when they nasty, feeling, then they try to put these things in their body and then try to feel good then. But that's not how it works. Because you're going to go through a great suffering process when you try to start the process when you older, when the problem you want to be proactive instead of reactive.
Exactly.
So if you're proactive, you can, like, people look at me like, dang, how old are you? They always say in between 27 and 35.
Right.
Well, I'm no longer that anymore.
Right.
I've surpassed those ages. You know what I'm saying? Because I chose to start putting more healthier foods in my body.
Exactly.
I have friends that are great. I don't have a gray hair in my beard.
God bless you.
I have a gray hair on my body. Now it might grow in the next year, maybe 2, but I'm 37 years old and I don't have gray.
Right.
But I've seen a couple of my friends that are my age, even younger than I am. That's not to say anything, but we know gray is a form of age.
Right. Right.
But I don't have any of that.
Right.
I don't have a wrinkle. I'm energetic just like when I was in between the ages of 18 and 21. Heart pumping strong.
I am too, bro.
You feel what I'm saying? So, because I'm putting life in me.
Exactly.
Putting life in me, and the damage that I did do, it wasn't a lot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I started this process when I was about 33, maybe my 30s. I started changing. I wasn't doing everything right. I've learned more on the road. But
because then the thing is, with age, you have to understand too that a man's erections are going to get weaker as he ages anyway. That's just part of human nature. But if you're adding a lifestyle that supports what they call the standard American diet, which is all this processed food, heavy meat consumption, alcohol consumption, things like that, then you're just adding fuel to the fire, which is already, going to consume you as you get older.
I got something to say with that. For those people who are young, it's so crazy that Ludacris made a song about it a long time ago. I don't know if you were paying attention, because it was a message in the song, even though it was a hype song, it was a nice song. He said, all this drinking gon' catch up. All this smoking gon' catch up.
Yeah.
But then he put a negative out there, said, but we really don't give a.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you will if you're in the hospital for it.
That's it.
You'll start carrying in.
Because when this happened, I was 30. I had erectile dysfunction. I'm 40.
Shout out to Ludacris because that was an amazing song. But we do care as you get older and you start realizing
You're gonna have to.
You start caring a little bit more.
Yeah.
That was a song for the moment. So,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. So with that, with the diss. Shout out to Ludacris.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to what you said. I'm just keeping it 100. Like
No, I
I dig the song. I was doing the same thing, drinking and doing all that.
Bro, I was an alcoholic, so I know.
I wasn't an alcoholic. See,
no, I was, bro.
Yeah.
I was an alcoholic, but but yeah. So, like I said, I was 30.
you was a beer hog. But I'm listening.
Nigga, I drank whatever was open.
I don't know, but he said you was drink alcohol.
No, I drank it. I didn't like the outcome after I drank it.
Got it.
But we ain't talking about alcohol like that right now.
You're right.
That's
We're going to the pot.
Yeah, we're going to the. We're going to stay on focus here. You have to understand. Like I said, I'm sorry. I had erectile dysfunction when I was 30. I want to say 36. I was 36 when that happened. Like I say 36. I'm supposed to be in the prime.
Yeah, that's prime of your life.
In the prime.
Your 30s, that's prime of your life. In between 30 and 45.
Like I said, 36. Like I said, you can be freaking. There are children now having heart attacks at freaking football practice. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, age is really nothing but a number. Mm-hmm. You know, just because you're in your 20s doesn't mean that you can't have erectile dysfunction. Doesn't mean that you can't have diabetes. You know, your lifestyle, what you do, what you eat, what you think, what you say, who you hang around, all of that is causative to your health. Mm-hmm. All of it is. Mm-hmm. And if you are not taking care of yourself now, let me rephrase that. Your 70-year-old self is depending on you to take care of the 70-year-old now.
The 75,
the 78,
80,
exactly.
90, all of them.
So your older self is depending on you to take care of you right now. And if you are not taking care of you right now, you might not even make it to see the 70. Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna be 100 with you, because like I say, like I said earlier, one of the symptoms is of heart disease or cardiovascular disease is erectile dysfunction. If you're lucky, that is a sign. Some men don't get that chance. Some men have a heart attack before they even have that symptom. You see what I'm saying? So man, if you are having those erectile problems, if you can't get an erection, if you can't get it, like I say, some of it's dealing with age, but if you're overweight or have any kind of high blood pressure issues or anything like that, please go get checked out. I cannot say that enough, because sometimes the first symptom of a heart attack is a heart attack, and 50% of the time it is fatal. 50% of the time it is fatal. So fellas, please, I'm not preaching veganism, right? I'm want you to be healthy. Whatever's going to work for you.
So did you mean the first signs of a heart attack or a heart attack occurring is erectile dysfunction?
Sometimes it can be, yes. Or sometimes it can be so bad, like say, sometimes men ignore it, mm-hmm. and before it's too late, they look up, they done had a heart attack.
That's one thing we have a problem with men, our ego.
Yeah, going to the doctor. Yeah,
we don't go to the doctor.
No,
we don't. We find any other way to get it done other than go to the doctor.
Yeah, we ask a homeboy, hey man, you ever had these symptoms? Nah, I'm good then, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, that's not what that is.
That's true.
That's not what that is, man. So, fellas, please, I cannot stress this enough, man. Go talk to your doctor. Get checked out. We're supposed to be getting physicals at least twice a year anyway. Mm. You know, since you have medical insurance, if you have it, go on and use it, because you're just wasting money. Mm-hmm. If you're not, you're just wasting money, man.
I never thought about it like that. It is true.
Yeah, go.
If they're gonna take it out your check, you might as well go
and go do it.
You're gonna pay for it, even if you ain't got it at your job. You're gonna pay for it for you or your family. Mm-hmm. You might as well use it.
Go get checked out. Go get checked out. And I will say this. You don't need a pill to fix this problem. Mm-hmm. Now, if that's what you choose to do that. But you know, it's kind of messed up, because, dude, when I was doing this, 5 pills cost me $70.
Ooh, that's a lot of money.
Five pills cost me $70.
That's a lot of money.
And then when
that's after insurance.
Yes.
Dang.
$70.
I.e., no one, and a lot of people not gonna like what I gotta say, no one should have to live on a pill or taking pills for the rest of their life unless it's vitamins.
Yeah.
A pill, if the pill ain't curing you, why are you taking it?
Exactly. If the pill actually works, why do you need to refill it every 30 days or whatever?
So you have to understand you gotta be just proactive about it. Ask your doctor, what can I do to get myself off these pills? How can I eat? Because something is wrong with my insides that I gotta do. It can't be just taking these pills.
Exactly. Because all pills are liver toxin.
This is the thing.
All pills.
Yeah, liver toxin. That is
all
true.
pills are liver toxin.
Because ain't no pill ever save nobody's life.
And like I say, and I don't even know why, and I could be wrong, I don't know, this is just my thinking. They say, I've heard, and even on pharmaceutical commercials say, if you're having a heart attack, take a bare aspirin. Okay, first of all, from having a heart attack, it's going to be a little hard to do, number one. Number two, if I'm taking a pill, it's going to have to go through the digestion process.
Yeah.
It's not going to work like that.
Nope.
It is not going to work like that, man. And it's crazy. That's why I don't understand.
You're suffering.
Yeah. And then we give me this pill. It ain't going to work like that, man. It's not going to work like that.
They saying you need to thin your blood. When they say that.
Yeah.
And it's quicker ways to thin your blood.
Man.
And it's ways that you can thin your blood on a regular basis to make sure that blood flow is, because it ain't nothing but clogged arteries.
Yeah.
If you make sure you're eating the right foods on a regular basis that thin your blood and make your blood even, not just thin your blood, but make your blood, it don't thin your blood, make it healthy and richer to pump through your heart, you ain't gonna have no heart attack.
Exactly.
It's impossible.
And you ain't gonna have no erectile dysfunction either.
Nope, because that blood gonna be strong. You gonna actually, I'm gonna tell you something, you're gonna look down, you're gonna like, the veins down there are pretty big.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, yeah, real talk, man.
Got, you know.
And when I changed, and we about to end this, y'all. Cause like I said, I didn't want to be on this.
Well, I got something before we end it.
So
keep going.
Okay.
I got something.
When I changed, cause like I said, right now I'm vegan. Well, I say a whole food plant-based / vegan. I put it like that. But when I went totally vegetables, I cut out meat, I cut out dairy, I cut out eggs, I quit drinking, I changed my stress levels, all of that. When I stopped that, within 2 weeks, and I'm not joking, y'all, I'm not bullconing, 2 weeks, I was back in the saddle. 2 semanas.
You was
2
back
weeks.
to what?
I was back in the saddle, baby. I was back in the saddle. No issues whatsoever.
He said he was back. When he said the saddle, you know, when you ride the saddle, when you on the saddle, you ride it for a while.
I ride it for a while.
I salute you, brother.
Bruh.
he said I was back in the saddle.
See,
and then he was right.
Bruh. And this is literally the last part right here. If you are taking a statin drug for cholesterol, and I didn't find this out till later, one of the side effects of a statin drug is impotence.
Explain what impotence is.
Impotence
You have to, brother.
Impotence. You can't get it erectile dysfunction, in other words.
There you go.
Impotence.
There you go. So,
like I said, you don't take a pill to fix an ill. You don't do it. You get out of your health what you put into it. Period.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Say it again.
You get out of your health what you put into it. Period. Point blank. So if you put negative into it, negative gonna come out of it. It doesn't have any choice.
And guess what?
What's that?
That's in everything.
In everything.
It's in everything.
Everything. Your work, your play, everything. Period, y'all. But fellas, hey, I'm done. Y'all, please go get checked out.
Right.
Please.
I got a few questions.
Talk to me.
And then we're gonna end it.
Talk to me.
So, I believe everything you're saying about the health thing.
Mm-hmm.
I believe because he done told me some tricks that hey, brother, got me feeling so good and got me so much energy. Like it's like I can't even sleep at night. Like I need to go to sleep, but I'm just up because I just got so much energy.
Right.
But foods again, because they may have not seen the other episodes. We're gonna I want to keep pressing that until they get into their subconscious mind.
Okay.
Give them a few foods that'll help them with their natural blood flow.
Buddy, my all-time favorite and this the one that even to this day, when they're in season, bruh, I eat about one, maybe two
Whole ones?
whole ones.
Watermelon?
Yes,
I knew he was gonna say that.
watermelon.
By yourself?
But what? It's an elephant head.
He definitely is.
It's a bean green. Well, bean can be more than one color, but in the bean green, yes.
Yes.
Am I black? Yes.
Well, you look brown.
Watch, be careful.
man.
Be careful. But yeah, watermelon. And just in brief, if you don't let me explain the watermelon.
Yeah.
Now, dealing with watermelon. When you eat watermelon, it goes through two breakdowns. The first one, it breaks down into citrulline. Citrulline is just a chemical that helps in the body and all that good stuff. Citrulline is not the kicker. The kicker is once citrulline breaks down, it breaks down to nitric. I can never pronounce the word. Nitric oxide. What nitric oxide is a gas that expands your blood vessels for blood to flow through them. It's called a vasodilator.
I'm about to run some watermelon right now.
Don't get the seedless though. You have to get the seeded.
Why?
Because the seed has all the nutritional values in it.
Not only and why? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you want to say?
And you're gonna give your next reason why.
That's it.
No,
it has all the nutrients. It has all the fiber.
Because if it's seeded, they grew it.
That's it.
If it's not seeded, it's processed.
It's in the laboratory.
It's in the laboratory.
It's in the laboratory.
I know a lot of people like, I don't want to get to give my kids. You better get them that seeded.
If you want them to have all the nutrition, because
if you want them to live, because people putting stuff in processed stuff, just keep it 100.
It is.
If you want them to live,
yeah.
If you want them to live and not be subject to something, a chemical. And they be like, we got a recall on watermelon. How you have a recall on watermelon?
Exactly.
You grew that from the earth.
Exactly.
What you doing? What you doing putting stuff in it? Put a needle in it? No.
Yeah. Exactly.
If it has seeds, they grew it.
They grew it. Period. How can you grow something without a seed?
There you go.
All of the life is in the seed. The tree is in the seed. The fruit is in the seed. And the seed of the fruit is in the seed.
And guess what? You, my friend,
are seed.
Yes. And you sow seeds all over the world.
They can be
in the physical and in the spiritual. You sow seeds.
You do sow seeds.
And they grow.
And
if you don't keep your garden or keep the garden,
you don't tend it.
It's going to choke and it's going to die.
Just like that. But watermelon.
What second one?
Red onions. Beautiful.
Love them.
Beautiful. Better if you eat them raw, but you can cook them. Don't kill them when you cook them. Just cook them.
They brown. They dead.
Yeah. Garlic. Amazing for blood flow.
If you've been watching lately, I'm big on garlic.
Basil. Basil's awesome.
Not garlic bread. Not garlic flavor. You gotta tell people that.
Yeah, man. Basil is a good
basil.
Basil, the herb.
Baby.
Yeah.
You want to put that you want to put that new herb we've been talking about? Cause we got 2 new herbs. You gave me one. I gave you one.
Mm-hmm.
You want us to put that out there, or you want to wait on them herbs? No, we can do a show about that.
Yeah, we can do that.
We can do the show. Yeah. You got to stay tuned. So like, comment, and subscribe. And matter of fact, slap that notification on. Yeah. So every time we post a video, you get a notification.
I do want to tell them about one though. Just one.
All right. Okay.
Macaroon.
That's a good one.
Macaroon
is a good one.
But bros, let me put this out there. Disclaimer: if you're on any type of medication, even if you're not on medication, first of all, do your research on it. And then
I got some of that over there.
And after you do, I got some in the refrigerator. Yeah. And once you do your research on it, go to your doctor. He's probably never heard of it.
I doubt it. He heard of it. He just don't want to tell you. He know what it is.
But either way, go check with him or her, and ask them, hey, I want to try this herb out. Do you know anything about it? And talk to them about it. Research, because like I said, there's no excuse anymore that I don't know.
Man, you on YouTube. After you watch this video and then watch our other video, go check it out. You can Google this stuff, man. We live in a world where you can Google everything, man.
Man, but like I said, macaroon.
And then if you don't believe that, you know what? I'm going to send you to the library and read a book.
Yeah.
And go get the book on the product, because you know what? if that book was written, that was before YouTube. It was before people just was trying to taint stuff. You go look at it and find out what it really is and what it does.
That's it.
The positive and the negative, man. Do your research. Quit being lazy.
At the end of the day.
Quit being lazy.
Yeah. But macaroon, watermelon, red onions, garlic, basil. Those are my big 5 right there. But I have one before that. But like I said, that's for another show.
Yeah, that's for another show.
Them jokers right there.
Cause we share herbal stuff. And I've been listen thing. A lot of you all on this African culture stuff, right? So mine, I don't know about John's. I actually got mine from an African.
You did tell me that. Yeah.
I got mine from an African whose grandmother,
pure,
whose grandmother is 104 years old.
Wow.
And she said, "This is the magic." Listen, she said, "This is the magical tool for life."
Bruh.
And I looked it up, researched it, and I said,
I'll be damned.
that's what I said. Bruh, I said, wow. And it's an herb that they've been eating for years. And you could buy it in stores.
Right.
People sell it, but people walk over because they don't know nothing about it.
Exactly. And man, and the thing that's tripping me out, Jay, about this whole journey, dude, we as African Americans, we have been so cultured over here in America. We lost our original eating habits. We were a predominantly root and vegetable culture in West Africa.
I'm gonna tell you.
That blew my mind, man.
In all of Africa.
Well, yeah, all of Africa, yeah.
Because the guy, all right, the woman I talked to, I think they were from Kenya. Now, the guy that I work with now, on an assignment that I'm on, he is from Ghana.
Okay.
And he been teaching me a lot of stuff the last couple of weeks.
I know it's deep.
He gonna be on the show too. His name is Dominic. Dominic is 35 years old.
Okay.
He's been to 20 countries. He's lived, I believe, in 203. He actually went to graduate school in Korea. He's not Korean, he's African.
Right.
And I learned so much about the African culture.
Yeah.
That we in America are doing it wrong.
We blind, bro.
When I say we doing it wrong, we are even representing the country wrong. Jumping from culture to culture to culture.
I can see
because he said, Joe, I'm a Ghanaian. We don't do stuff like people in Kenya. We don't dress like people in Kenya.
That's a whole other area.
That's a whole other area. It's almost like how we deal over here with neighborhoods and cities
and states and stuff.
And states.
Yeah.
He was like, you don't do like that. He said an African can tell almost by the look of another African where they located, where they come from.
But we can't.
Yeah. So we try to adopt them all and make it one. He's like, we don't even do that. So he said, this is what he said. When I see that, I be like, they don't know what they're doing.
Wow.
Because they have a mixture. Because he said it was a situation to where it was a guy that he was from Ghana and he married a woman from Kenya. And he said at their wedding,
to their culture,
right? At their wedding, it's a way that Ghanaians
do their thing.
They dress the way they dress, and it's the way the Kenyans dress. And he wasn't dressed like a Ghanaian. He was dressed like a Kenyan, and he was like. They was like, you know what I'm saying? I guess a couple of his friends, people knew, they was like really appalled about it. Like, why'd you do that?
Like, what's your problem?
What's your problem? You could have wore your attire. She could have wore her attire. It could have just been the same color. But he didn't do that. He dressed like that. He said that was like a slap in the face, but they knew him. They was like, he kind of explained like she wanted the wedding her cultural way. So I was like, that's deep.
It is, bro.
And we as people, we as American people, we don't understand the different cultures because we'll represent. I'm gonna put this out there. People not gonna like this.
What's up?
We'll represent. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah, I hear you.
So we'll represent. We'll represent the Egyptian culture because that's a part of Africa, right? And we'll put on the Egyptian stuff, all that stuff, and then we'll go to the cultures that's like Wakanda. But those are two different cultures.
Well, Wakanda is fictional.
It's fictional, but I'm just saying.
But I get your fan though. Yeah,
it's like like Kenyans don't act like Egyptians, but they both African.
Mm-hmm.
And then who they serve, if you want to go back to their roots of gods and all this stuff, it ain't the same.
It ain't.
So you can't say that all Africans serve one type of God.
Bro, tell our listeners, man, what that you told me about the African you were dealing with at Harris Stowe about Black History.
Oh, that wasn't in Harris Stowe. I was going to Harris Stowe, but across the street from Harris Stowe is St. Louis University.
Explain that to them.
Okay.
Because since it's on that same...
Okay, I do. It is.
Yeah.
Good catch. I didn't even think about it. Good catch. I told you they didn't caught it. So, quick brief little story. When I was in college, I went to Harris Stowe State University, alma mater. And I used to hang out over at SLU all the time for the girls.
Right.
I keep 100.
Yeah.
So, not to say I didn't like the girls at Harris Stowe. I just knew it was variety. So I was just at the other college.
I got you.
Because St. Louis, we got a lot of colleges. So I was at all of them.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was over there one time and I was in their multicultural room. And it was in February. And so, you see a lot of Black history stuff in the multicultural room, or they had a section or whatever.
Right.
And then you see Black history stuff around the school. And this is a predominantly white school. Well, it's multicultural school too, but it's
predominantly.
Predominantly. So I was in there and I was just observing, but I was talking to some friends. So you had these group of Africans. They marched in there, and they asked the director, "What are we to do during Black History Month?" And the lady was like, "You're Black, so you celebrate this month." She's like, "We're not. This is American history. We're Africans. This is not our month." She said, "This is for Black Americans or African Americans, and this is their history." She was like, "Our history is Nelson Mandela." You feel what I'm saying? Like she was like, we might share the same skin color, but this is not our month. This is their month. And it blew my mind. And a lot of people like, of course they ain't from Africa, but a lot of people try to put us in one pot.
Exactly.
And it's totally different when it comes to the cultural value. You know what? I'm glad I missed the story because it reminded me of something else that the African told me, and it's finna be deep. Bro.
What's that?
This one finna be deep.
Okay.
And he was smacking America, but he was showing me something and said they need to develop it.
Okay.
Ooh wait. This man.
Come on with it, bro.
He said, here in America,
okay,
you all call it culture, but America has no culture.
It doesn't. It does not.
He said we in other countries have culture.
Yeah. Yes.
And I told him, I said, man, it goes back to an episode. You go check the episode. We too free.
Too free.
We so free that we don't have no culture because whenever a culture is developed, if anybody wants to rebel against that culture, they can rebel against it. And then if you try to, I don't want to say patronize, but if you try to say, no, this is the way we do things, you're discriminating against them, and then it becomes an issue.
Exactly.
Because there's certain things in Africa, in certain sections, you will not do.
Will not.
Period.
Will not. Do what you want to.
It's certain things that they do that you will not be a part of. Now he did say that they lost a little bit of culture of the respect, because he said him growing up, he's 35 years old. He said when he grew up, when there was an elderly person, the younger person always opened the door. And not only that, they said they when they talked to them, they nodded. They nod out of respect. Ooh, and he said still some people do it and they teach it, but some people have came away from it, but they know where your age range is based off if you do it. But it's certain things that is no justification. You cannot do it in their country.
That's it. Yeah.
In their cities. You cannot do it. But here, it don't matter where you go, you can do it if you want to. You have certain rules and regulations, but when it comes to what culture means,
we ain't got it.
We ain't got it. We ain't got it the pure way,
No,
the right way. We call it culture because we want to run in a certain ram, and we try to keep it, or we keep adopting this, we keep adopting that. We make culture, which is cool in a sense, but that structure, we ain't got it.
No.
We ain't got it. We don't have the structure like the originals.
No.
And you're a part of it. I'm a part of it, and some people that's watching this are a part of it because it's. People in Africa watch this, people in Jamaica, people in other countries, Korea. People watch our videos.
Right.
But in America, you can be free to be free.
Literally.
But you can be free so free that you lost.
That's
and
it.
you want to call yourself woke because you learned to look something over about another country. You say, well, y'all didn't know this. Well, that's not our culture to know it because we wasn't taught it. But if you want to educate us on it, that's fine. And we are it's everybody know it, but do you really kind of embrace it that we are a multicultural country?
Right.
So many different cultures, and then we try to just make it an open culture. Basically, do what you feel.
Yes.
But he said, but he was really passionate. He was like, in our country, certain things just don't happen. And I was just
like children talking back to their parents.
Man, they don't do that,
Bro.
They don't do that.
You get hauled out over there.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Because they make certain things so brutal. That you I'm not doing
it. Yeah.
Like if you he's telling me about something in Ghana. I don't know how long ago it was that, or if they still go by. If you're from Ghana, let us know. Or some parts of Africa, like let's say you were robbed by another Ghanaian. Or another whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever part of Africa they're from. They will let your family beat the crap out of him.
Whoa.
And it's totally legal.
We need that
over here. If not, kill him.
We need that over here. Like for real. Those boundaries, bro.
Those are boundaries. So you shoot, I ain't trying to get killed. And then think about it, we see this type of stuff in certain movies we watch.
That's true.
We see it in movies that we watch. We just so insane about what's going on in the movie that we forget. Dang, they did do that.
That might be a part of reality. Yeah.
There's a part of reality. Like that stuff really goes on to this day.
Yeah.
Like certain things you can't do. If somebody steal your car, you catch them, or the police catch them, they don't take them nah, we ain't gonna put him in prison.
I know.
Here y'all go.
Wow.
Circle around, he can't go nowhere.
Wow.
Get shot, and if you survive it,
handle your business.
Handle your business. You survived it, you survived it. But you know what we do? If we survive it, we go get our people. Now it's a war. But no, now it's a war amongst families. But that's your penalty. Instead of going to prison, that's your penalty.
Wow.
For doing the crime that you did.
Wow. That's crazy.
Like all these rapists out here, right?
Ooh.
All these rapists and also they cut your dick off.
Smooth.
Cause you don't need it.
No.
But it's pleasure to use it.
Yeah.
That's why you would say you would need it. But you can medically get it cut off because
you can.
Because it's a thing. And I hate to go this route because if you needed it to that extent, men wouldn't be becoming crossing over to the other side of genders and getting that mug split and shoved up.
That's true.
If it was that big of a deal that you actually needed it to live.
I agree, bro. Real talk. Yeah.
You get caught in some countries. You get caught doing anything sexually, rape, molestation, all that stuff. They cut your dick off.
Man, maybe
if they made that legal over here in this country, I guarantee it'll stop.
But the thing is over here.
Why should it go that far?
Yeah, but the thing is over here. Hell, our criminals got more rights than we do. You know what I'm saying? But like we said on the show, we too free. Too free.
You know where I got too free from?
What's that?
I'm gonna tell you where I got it from. So I love comedy. So there's an old Jamie Foxx stand up.
Okay.
Called I Might Need Security.
I think I've seen that one. Yeah.
And he talked about, because when he went over to Africa, he was talking about how the culture was and all that stuff, how beautiful it was and stuff like that. But he was like, man, I think we too free. He said he had a segment on the show called Too Free. Talking about America being too free to where, bro, it's just so free. You could just kind of,
do what you want to do. You're a man, you want to be a woman, you can be a woman.
Yeah, that stuff don't happen in other countries.
It don't.
If it does happen, it's so shined upon.
Yes.
Yes. You want to go to a country to where it is free, so that's why they come over here.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can do whatever you want to be over here.
Yeah.
Like literally, man, it's crazy.
Certain things you can't do is not accepted, and they stick to that.
Yeah.
They stick to their boundaries. They stick to their wall.
Yeah.
This is what it is. We're not gonna have that bull crap in our country.
Mm-mm.
We're not gonna have that bull crap in our city. But we don't have any boundaries. A lot of people say, well, we can just be free to do what we want to do. Okay, cool. So when I come to your house,
smack you upside the head.
I could be I don't want to use your bathroom. I want to piss in the corner.
It's free.
It's free.
Do what you want to do.
People don't want to take it that far. They want to dumb it down to look at it like that.
They don't.
I don't gotta eat at your table. I can eat on your floor.
See what I'm saying? Why not? You're free.
Right. You
do
free.
what you want to do.
Do what you want to do. That's the same thing as doing what you want to do. And people say, well, that's my house. Well, it's our country. We trashing it.
Yeah. We are.
We do whatever we want to do in the country, but we don't have no rules and regulations. Like I was watching and I know we're going over a little bit, and we're gonna cut it. Give me 5 minutes, fam. I was watching Killer Mike.
Okay.
On Netflix. He got a little show.
Okay.
They created their own country.
I hadn't seen it yet, but yeah,
they
I
talk
heard
about it, right? So he was like, they're gonna keep creating their own country, so they did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna say it backfired on them, because it didn't backfire on them.
Okay.
But I saw something different. I don't know if a lot of people saw it when they seen it. There was a guy on there, white guy.
Okay.
And certain rules and regulations that they were trying to build this, they're trying to build this community, they're trying to build this country, right?
Okay.
He did not want to follow order.
Okay. Wow.
He started rebelling against things like they were trying to build something and trying to start something, do some things. He was like, I don't feel like it. Or they was like, we want to walk in a certain line and wear a certain clothing or whatever it was. He didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always going. So he wanted the aspect of, oh, I can do whatever I want to. I can start whatever I want to. I can do whatever.
Right.
And then so when they started putting structure and order, and because it's the thing, no matter where you go in the world, there's going to be higher power. It's going to be
structure.
It's going to be structured. It's going to be a hierarchy.
Yeah.
And you get to choose your hierarchy because Killer Mike was the one who was starting it. He was the hierarchy. Right. Then he opened it up to where they can choose who they want their president or their king to be, right? But it don't matter where you go. It's always gonna be hierarchy. You're never gonna be able to fully just do whatever you want.
No.
It's gonna be some type of rules and regulations, but it's so lax. That's probably the word we should be using. It's so lax.
Yeah.
And he wanted to be so lax and just like, I do whatever I want to do. I could be free, because he was a little bit on the homosexual side, but that has nothing to do with, I believe, what the purpose was. He just was lazy. He didn't want to do stuff. He thought it was supposed to be handled because he thinking Killer Mike got a little bread. They can just start funding stuff. They ain't got to do it from scratch.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that he was trying. Killer Mike, in a sense, he was trying to show that if we gonna build this country. We're not gonna go no outside sources. We're gonna build it and let it start and let it develop itself.
Exactly.
So it was a point made, and I understood that that's how the world is. They want a lot of things, but they want to be so free that they don't want to work. They're lazy.
You can't do that.
There
is no freedom without law. Period.
There you go.
You gotta have
no
law.
Freedom without law.
You got to have law. You gotta have structure, man. That's just like if you don't have structure in your home, your freaking kids will run freaking crazy. They will run the house, and then they will show up be disorder, man. But yeah,
no order is chaotic. It's chaos.
Chaos.
And we don't want chaos. You know what, family? Thank you for watching.
Yes.
Hope you got something from this message. And always, we want you to like, comment, and subscribe, man. And slap that notification bell.
Ding-a-ling-ling.
Because we got some more coming.
Finna get good, y'all. Finna get really good.
Finna get real good. Because we got some things coming. Also, make sure you go check us out on social media. Go to our social media platform. They will always be at the bottom. Listen. Read. At the bottom. We tell even if we have somebody on the show, they stuff at the bottom. Unless they tell us not to put it on there, but it's at the bottom. Read, man.
Please.
Good Lord, read. Reading is fundamental. So read. And I'm not trying to charge you.
I got you.
Yeah. But always, family, we salute the divinity in you, and we will see you next time on Process.
up by if you know one. Nobody's a no one.